Hey, welcome everyone to the weekly wrap only on Ken's 5 Plus. I'm your host, Audrey Castellano. We want to get you up to date on some of the biggest stories of the week. So at number 5 in our countdown, Vatican has released a documentary about the life of Pope Leo before he became pontiff. The film is called Leo from Chicago, which centers on the personal history of Pope Leo XIV and his U.S. roots. The documentary includes interviews with Pope Leo's brothers. The film is published in 3 languages, English, Italian, and Spanish, and it can be found on the Vatican News YouTube channel. At number 4, Governor Greg Abbott wants another term in office. He made the announcement Sunday night in Houston. Abbott has served as governor since 2015, and if his re-election bid is successful, he'll become the longest-serving governor in Texas history.
The reason for the success is that Texas remains the land of opportunity. We remain a state that insists on the rule of law in our state.
Abbott also laid out a new property tax plan. He says we'll curb rising appraisals and give homeowners more control. All right, and having a healthier lifestyle can be easy as making small daily changes for yourself that eventually become a long-term health habit. And as Ken's 5's Jeremy Baker reports, reaching those short-term goals daily can make reaching your long-term goals even easier.
We hear the phrase walk the talk often, and when it comes to health, many may talk about what they want to do, but actually putting it into action is another story. That's why making small goals to reach that larger goal of becoming healthy is often the easiest way to go.
Challenges are short-term focused goals that feel manageable and motivating because they break up those big goals into smaller achievable steps.
Try these simple and attainable health challenges, like walking 10 minutes a day or 3 times a week to get moving. Journal daily for stress relief or mindfulness. Drink more water and swap sugary drinks for water for a full week. And track your sleep. Aim for 7 to 9 hours every night.
And after completing a challenge, it really gives you a sense of accomplishment, which increases that likelihood of keeping the habit and can actually motivate you to build upon it as well.
And the more often you complete that challenge, the more long-term that challenge can become, turning it into a habit.
Building small onto that challenge reinforces that behavior and really makes it to start to become automatic as well.
Try these tips to keep a habit long-term. Layer habits slowly. Start with one, then add others. Make sure you're held accountable through friends, coworkers, or online groups. Reward yourself in a healthy way for sticking with the habit. And remember that small, consistent actions over time lead to lifelong health benefits. And don't be afraid of setbacks.
If you're finding that this challenge is unattainable, well, then maybe we just need to adjust the habit if needed. So by reducing the frequency or simplifying it temporarily.
For more tips about daily health challenges and more from Teladoc Health, just head to this story on kens5.com. In the studio, Jeremy Baker, Ken's 5.
Some really great tips there. Stick with us. The weekly wrap is back after this.
Go ahead. Take a look at the faces of San Antonio Zone. When you look into their eyes, you see passion, you see hard work, you see familia. Generations of people who embody a rich culture of respect, honor, and originality. We're all in San Antonio, but more importantly, San Antonio is in us. It's what makes us special. It's why we're proud to be San Antonio's own.
A broken vehicle fixed after 5 months of no help.
Ken's 5 made it 100% better.
A busted windshield fixed after getting the runaround from a contractor.
And you guys did it. Y'all were amazing.
A much-needed tax refund this man couldn't access. Yep, fixed.
Ken's 5 actually helped me out quite a lot, actually.
Have a consumer problem you can't solve? Call Ken's. Weekdays at 6 on Ken's 5.
Got a problem, call Ken's. They will solve the problem.
My name is Sue Kalberg, and I am a journalist for Ken's 5 for 22 years. I think it's been an awesome privilege to be able to work in the town that I grew up in. My uncle, Rex Stanley, was the very first guy hired at Ken's 5. From the beginning, I said, you can get paid for that? Let me in. It fills my heart to be a part of the Ken's family, because the Ken's family is the San Antonio family. I am San Antonio's own Sue Kalberg.
We
want to get you breaking news right now.
Here, let me show you the police activity. New insight into a deadly police shooting.
We just got an update from fire officials. We'll continue to keep you updated.
Stream extended coverage, live or on demand, right here on KENS 5+.
Welcome back. At number 3 in our countdown, several families are now suing Camp Mystic, claiming the camp could have done more to protect their children during the 4th of July floods. And the families allege the camp failed to enact legally adopted evacuation plans, ignored repeated weather warnings, and delayed evacuations, as well as ordered the girls to stay in their cabins as the floodwaters rose. The lawsuit was filed Monday in Travis County by the families of 5 campers and 2 counselors. They also accuse the camp of building cabins in flood-prone areas and neglecting to invest in safety training and emergency tools. Additionally, the suit claims that even after a flash flood warning was issued, staff prioritized moving equipment instead of evacuating the children. Camp Mystic did provide a statement saying in part, quote, "We empathize with the families of the campers and counselors and all families in the Hill Country who lost loved ones. We intend to prove this sudden surge of floodwaters was unexpected and that no adequate warning system existed in the area," end quote. At number 2, House Democrats have released new emails that appear to contradict President Trump's claim that he did not know about Jeffrey Epstein's sex trafficking ring. The emails released by House Democrats Wednesday appear to come from Epstein's personal Gmail account. Writing about President Trump, the emails have not been independently verified by CBS News, but Epstein is alleging Trump knew about his conduct. In July 2019, Trump denied any knowledge of Epstein's sex trafficking operation, and he said he had a falling out with his one-time friend. In a statement, the White House called this release a bad faith effort to smear President Trump. All right, back here at home, a decades-long West Side Thanksgiving tradition is in full swing again. Volunteers are fasting so that others will have food for Thanksgiving and beyond. The money they make between now and the holiday will stock the shelves at the food pantry all year. KENS 5's Sue Kalberg profiles the people who are gathering groceries and giving their hearts.
I never have to come to places like this, never. And this is the first time for us.
At Inner City Development, hard choices are made easier for people like Deborah Gonzalez.
Is it the bills or food?
Under a blinding blue sky, the Esperanza or hope blooms, wave in the breeze, right next to the sign that reads, "Strengthening community through dignity, love, and service." People say they save lives here.
For me to take my medication, I need to take it with food. If I don't have food, how am I going to take my medication?
Let's give a round of applause.
Volunteers keep hope alive with the Thanksgiving 365 campaign.
It has a history of over 30 years now.
Adequate nutrition is the basis of a good and healthy society.
These volunteers today have committed to fasting until they raise their personal goals.
They fast until they raise $1,000 each in donations. It's money that runs the program all year long. In addition to their pantry, they provide sack lunches for about 800 unhoused people every month, and their summer program for kids serves almost 100 hungry kids every day. It's a lot.
If you want to help at KENS5.com, we have the link, or if you've got your pencil in your hand, innercitydevelopment.org. In West San Antonio, Sue Kalberg, KENS 5.
Wow, what great efforts there. Stick with us. We're going to be right back.
Go ahead. Take a look at the faces of San Antonio Zone. When you look into their eyes, you see passion, you see hard work, you see familia, generations of people who embody a rich culture of respect, honor, and originality. We're all in San Antonio, but more importantly, San Antonio is in us. It's what makes us special. It's why we're proud to be San Antonio's own.
Talked to this police officers, and she told me to call KENS 5.
Every week, KENS 5 is looking out for San Antonio's own.
The next day after you left, they sent a professional AC guy, and my AC is working now.
If you've been wronged by someone,
it was shocking. Clearly, something went wrong.
Or a business,
I couldn't believe it was happening.
Just call KENS. Weekdays at 6, only on KENS 5.
I got my vehicle back. I'm rolling again, so call KENS 5 to help you if you need help too.
Born and raised on the northwest side of San Antonio, Texas. Generations of my family have been from this part of Texas. I have Fiesta roots, I have Spurs roots, I have Texas Fighter roots. Played basketball at Clark. Basketball was a huge part of my life for 16 years. My comfort dish, a plate of chilaquiles with salsa verde. I grew up watching Ken's 5. I am who I am because of this beautiful city. I hope that they can find a sense of pride knowing that their creation is helping deliver them the most important news of the day. I'm Alicia Nieves, and I'm proud to be from this beautiful city.
If you want a meal that will make you say,
So good!
That is fantastic.
catch Neighborhood Eats, where we find the best local restaurants. Streaming now on Ken's 5 Plus.
Welcome back. Now to this week's Quick Hits, where Meredith Haas shares what could be silently hurting us and why bees can speak in Morse code.
Going to start off on a kind of depressing note. There is apparently some chemical that is in common household items that's causing liver damage. I'm not even going to try to say the name of this chemical, but apparently it is used in dry cleaning and household products. This new study has now found that people who've been exposed to the chemical were 3 times more likely to develop severe liver scarring. And keeping with the trend, apparently some things in our stomach can affect our heart health. We're talking about gut bacteria. It may be a driving force of heart disease. On a much lighter note, I have to bring up bees. Well, apparently they can read Morse code. Scientists are now seeing that bumblebees can tell the difference between short and long light flashes. It helps them get around, and of course, just something cool to know about bees. As always, thank you for watching this week's Quick Hits. I'm Meredith Haas.
On this vote, the yeas are 222, the nays are 209. The bill is passed. The motion is adopted.
At number 1 in our countdown, a historic end to the longest government shutdown in U.S. history. Wednesday night, after 43 days, House members voted to pass the Senate's bill to continue to fund the government. President Trump then signed the measure. The bill funds the government through the end of January, extends SNAP benefits for a full year, and reverses shutdown-related layoffs. But the bill does not include an extension to the Affordable Care Act tax credits that Democrats were holding out for. The other big issue, air traffic. The FAA reports flight cuts will stay at 6% as they figure out when operations can return to normal. They say, though, they're encouraged by the number of air traffic controllers returning to work. Since last Friday, thousands of flights have been canceled since the restrictions took effect. We'll keep an eye on that for you. Thanks for joining us for this week's episode of the Weekly Wrap, only on Ken's 5 Plus. We'll see you next week. Bye, guys.